Hello! So I wanted to try the hashtag leftovers challenge, and it's designed to help raise money and awareness for people who have been working in restaurants that have either lost their jobs or they own such a small business that they have drastically cut their hours. It's just a mom and pop place that's a local place that is possibly going to close. So what they're trying to do is raise money to help these people that have been helping feed us and make us happy and put lots of nom stuff in our mouths for so long. Let's all try to keep them in business. I'm going to go ahead and put links down below to the 3 videos that have donate buttons in the videos, and the videos are fun and very silly and fun and interesting, and there's several of my favorite chefs in there. The Hamburger Show and Binging with Babish and Mythical Kitchen. There's 3 of the participants, and that's what the videos I'm going to be putting down below. So let's go ahead and just get to this cooking then, yeah? One sec. What's up? Went to Kim Hong over on Silverton Road, guys. Don't do that. You're going to make people throw up. Stop it. Anyway, so you can tell the difference between when Mom ties up the bag and Papa there ties up the bag, because I was able to pull this bag apart and he's just like, I'm going to have to cut these. Have you ever noticed this? Don't get close on me. Why do you do that? You're fired. You're fired. I'm not kissing you for this now. You're in trouble. Where's the other scissors, honey? They're not both in here. Can't take you anywhere. Oh, good. Look right at them. So we have to see what we did. So we were going to participate. I said, look on your face. I was like, what is he doing?
I was doing a close-up on what you were doing there.
I want to participate in the, I think it was called Leftovers Challenge. Is that what it's called? So we ordered 1 extra thing for tomorrow, and we're going to incorporate this meal into some stuff that we already had here that we were trying to figure out what to do with it. So that's going to happen tomorrow. So go ahead and see tomorrow. Boop. Sorry about the finger there. I gave you guys the finger. This is the number 27. That's yummy pork on top of a little salad with cold noodles and 2 egg rolls, which I can eat here because they probably don't use Americanized wheat. This is a chicken one that we're going to use tomorrow. And this is Brian's loveliness.
Oh, did you get it one of these 2? You did.
Yeah.
The sauce.
Yeah. I asked for extra of the hoisin sauce, and they gave us, this is the soup one that's half sriracha. They gave us 2 of those, and they gave us a single hoisin sauce separate to go. I'm looking at your balls, Brian. I think I need the big one.
That big one or
Maybe.
the red one?
I can't really see them. I don't know how, the red one you mean is the enamel one or whatever it is? I don't know how well that cooks. How does that cook?
How about this one?
I've never met that one. That'll do, because then I don't have to worry about overfilling it.
Oh, good point.
And also, when you cook in a tall pot, the flavor travels up the sides and goes back down instead of falling out. You didn't know that's how it works?
That's the way it ought to work.
Alright, I'll get these all sectioned up. So this is something, this is just before everything went to good old heck in a handbasket. We bought a big container, a big package of chicken quarters. And we froze most of it, and so this is one of the ones from the freezer.
So there you have 2 thighs, 2 legs, a couple of fine back pieces there.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of pieces of fat and skin.
Those are going to make that soup taste awesome.
There you go.
Thank you, honey. So this is Brian's leftover pho. He had, I mean, you know how pho is. It usually comes in like a massive vat of goodness. This is from Kim Hong on Silverton Road in Salem, Oregon. Delightful, and I highly recommend that you go pick up some food from there. They have a really neat setup in there too. You step through the door and there's immediately available hand sanitizer, and then they have a wall halfway across their dining area, and then they're still just bumping out amazing food. It looks like they're doing pretty well, and I'm glad, because I would be so sad if they closed down. Also, Mika would be sad, as you can tell. Ooh. Woo. So anyway, so what we ordered yesterday was, I ordered the number 27, which is like a noodly salady thing, and I only have like a little bit of it left. I've been munching on it this afternoon because I got so hungry that I was getting hangry, so I had to munch on some stuff. That wasn't intended for this project anyway. And then we ordered a chicken pho because we had this chicken that we needed to use up. So we've got the chicken all chopped up and quarantined by itself over there. I know. I'm sure you can identify. Stay over there. Don't come out of your corner. We don't need Salmonella, Sal coming and visiting us again, along with everything else. Well, again, we've all had it at some point, I'm sure. Hopefully not. Oh, I don't wish that on you. Knock on wood and all that. So anyway, so this is, first of all, it smells like heaven. This is the meat and all of the other stuff that goes, and the noodles are in the bottom, that go with the chicken pho. This was the beef pho that Brian got himself that had all the goodies in it. It was delicious. These are all the goodies that came with it. So some jalapenos, some limes, some sprouts, which I need to rinse, so I'll be taking care of that shortly. And then what we had at home, like I said, we had the chicken, and we have ginger knob that needs to get eaten up. Woo-woo! So, you've got those going on. Oh, goodness, honey. Every time I get to talking, she gets to talking too. So, let's go ahead and start the chopping. Hi, little one. Let's see if you can see the baby. Oh, there's the baby. Oh, good girl. She doesn't drink nearly enough water. One sec, I'll get set up. 4 burners here, and the largest one is what would be the most logical thing to use for this pot. It's a rather large pot. In perspective, it's kind of hard to see how big it is, but you can see it's like the same size as my torso here. But this one heats up faster and is closer to you, so you can see. So that's why I'm using this one. So if anybody notices, and I know, I'm doing it on purpose. Okay, so honey, did you want to save any of this beef stuff for beef stuff, or do you want me to make a huge vat?
Oh, go ahead.
So I can just mix the beef and the chicken, which is probably some kind of blasphemy, but we are in a quarantine.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. We don't have a nuker here, so all the little fatty bits that are around the edge aren't going to come off without a scrape. Looks like, honey, it looks like you got most of the fat out of it when you first had your first go at it, though. And that's got a bunch of goodies in there. I gotta get, don't let those go, man. That's good stuff down there. Collagen, spices. So we'll just pour a little bit of this chicken one in there. And then pour a little bit more so I can rinse out the bottom of this one if there is anything. Nope, empty. Alright, so there's our chicken one. Save these, you guys. Save them. I love them. They're wonderful. If you get anything soupy from most Asian to-go stuff, you can get these and they're great. Side note, each lid is slightly different because each run of these are slightly different. So when you pull them out, if the lid doesn't fit, go ahead and grab another one out of there and it probably will fit out of your collection. I have a collection. Did I just admit I have a collection of these? Yes, I did. Alright, see? Clean as you go and all that good stuff. And let's go ahead and just get that simmering, I think. Ooh, that's a big old pot, but it's going to be great. So we'll just get that going. That takes a long time. Brian's place has the electric stove, and I have the gas. I much prefer the gas, but I can learn to live with this. Each range has its own, I don't know, quirks, if you will. And so you have to find out which burner is the best one and how quick the oven heats up. Though the oven is the most reliable device in here that I found so far. So here's another funny thing I'm going to do. Honey?
Yeah?
Where's the hammer? Is it in the drawer in here?
You need a hammer?
I need a hammer, and I'll hammer in the morning, and I'll hammer in the evening.
What kind of cooking
All
you
over
doing
this
in
land.
here?
Hammer time?
Hammer time. Can't touch the thing.
Alright, so I need to smash these. And the only way I found to smash lemongrass is with a hammer. I smash it a little bit and then cut it. So I'm going to watch the hammer. It's full Aries season. So I'll also get my aggression out. So let me tell you a story about this morning. What are the neighbors doing over there? Sorry if you guys can hear that.
I making a ferocious racket?
You got it in one, honey. So, frustration to get out. So this morning, I went over, and you just kind of push it a little bit so it breaks up a little bit. So I went over to the gas station on the way over here, because my car got all the way down to almost dead out of gas. The first gas station was the one that's kind of near my house, and I pulled in, got out, or actually I was sitting there. I don't watch the news, and I'm hiding in my house, so I gather my news by reading things, but I don't watch local news at all. So I'm sitting there for a while, no one's coming out. So I start my stopwatch because this place is really pretty slow, but I was already there. So I was like, I wonder how long it's going to take. So I start my stopwatch, and then all of a sudden, the lady so here, I'm parked here, there's a guy parked here, and there's a lady parked behind him. And the lady yells across, oh, you have to pump your own gas. Well, that's normal in most other states, but in Oregon it's not. It's actually against the law. And so that's why I was sitting in my car. And I looked at the guy, I had my windows open because it's a gorgeous day out. Thank goodness for gorgeous days like this right now. And I said, so you're supposed to pump your own gas right now? And he goes, yeah. And I go, that's illegal. And then he said, no, the governor suspended that. I was like, well, all right. So I get out, because I've done this before. It's no big deal. I get out. I go around. I'd already been waiting for, I don't know, probably, it wasn't that long, maybe a minute. Go around, go to pump my own gas, and I slide my card in, and it says, please try again. So I slide my card in, and it says error. And then over the loudspeaker thing, the guy comes over and he goes, ma'am, you're going to have to come inside because you're, lady at pump 1, that's what he said. Lady at pump 1, you're going to have to come inside because the machine is not accepting your card. And I turned around, and I looked inside. I had my hands up like this because I was already thinking and like pushing buttons. Pulled my head, I had my card out. I turned around, I looked at there, like it was packed. It's like they were having a party in there, and they're just stacked up together, everybody on top of each other. And I said, fuck no. And then I heard someone laugh because I'm pretty sure they still had the speakery thing on because they have send receive on it. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere near that party. I didn't say that part of it. I just said, fuck no, and got back in the car and then heard people laughing. I was like, okay, well, sorry about that, guys. I'm not going in there. I'm not going to join your party, thanks. So then I went over and I stopped at the next place, and I am glad that I did have that incident before, because Silver Lining, a place that I went to after that, was nearly 40 cents cheaper per gallon. So their crazy COVID party they were having saved me 40 cents per gallon. So, it is what it is, or whatever term you want to use. I'm pretty happy about it. So, knives. So I'm going to chop this up as fine as I can. Actually, I'm going to break down and use the other Gigantor knife. I tell you that, honey, that ceramic knife just has no life left in it.
Yeah, it was really cheap. It was like $5. It was cheap.
Oh, I may need help cutting this if it's going to be this argumentative. No, it's not too bad.
Here's the big knife.
So, chop up the lemongrass after you smashed it. You don't have to smash it, it just makes it so much easier to cut. And it releases the flavor in there. So. And I want it to be really lemongrassy. I like lemongrass.
So if you're still wondering about the noise next door from the neighbors,
Yes.
they have a 55-gallon steel drum and they're cutting the end off of it.
Okay, so they're making yet another weird thing to go in their backyard?
Evidently. Maybe it's going to be a smoker.
Ooh.
I know.
Well, if they do that to me, they're going to have to expect me to be over at their house.
I know.
Before I got too far, I started peeling off because at the thicker end of those pieces I showed you, the outside gets kind of more woody, so you have to peel it off. And the beginning end of that, it was fine. So I was just trying to use as much of the lemongrass as I could, because it's not like it's free, and we don't want to go to the store as often. So time to just conserve and try to get as much use out of everything as we can, right? All right, so that just can go literally directly in there. And then I'm going to chop up some ginger. Honey, you down for me to put an entire thing of ginger in there? And they're pretty big.
That whole hand?
No.
What the heck?
No, honey.
That's an entire
One of the knobs. Chopping stuff is just doing those little precise movements. If you feel like chopping it up, I will let you. Because that last when I was chopping the broccoli. Oh no, different thing entirely. When I was chopping.
You want to chop?
A little lemongrass.
Gingery.
I gotta sniff it first. Let's see how my hands handle it before you wander too far, my beautiful. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I lost my wine.
Honey. Honey. Hey, come back and cheers me. Gee, you sexy bitch. Honey. Gotta make moves on your honey as much as possible. Oh, I am drinking. Where are you hiding? Some leftovers of this. It's awesome. Alright, fridge. Did you hate that when the fridge seals so tight that you can't get the damn door open? Alright, let's get back to it. Let's back to business. It's kind of small. Not super small. I wouldn't be able to fit on a spoon. I like to eat a lot of ginger. I am a cannibal, eating ginger myself. Let's get a little garlic. It already has garlic in it, but I'm not opposed to having more garlic in most things. And Brian isn't either. Smush. Yeah, I should have done that. Note to self, don't do that anymore. Let's give it a rough chop. Don't worry about making it PNC. Here it starts sizzling in here. Oh, honey, it already smells delightful. I'm going to turn it down a little bit because I want it to simmer. Alright, so I'm going to put this in the fridge to wait for the next thing. I'm going to set it over here for right now so that I put it with everything. We need to go back to the fridge. And I'm going to put limes. Put some jalapenos in there. Slices from the foot. And I thought that was pretty interesting today. Another thing was my goddaughter, one of them, said that her neighbors were getting ready to, they have a small child and yada yada, and they're getting ready to throw a party and have 20 people over. This is what we call COVIDians. So these don't need to go in yet. They will go in eventually and I'll rinse them when I do. The limes can wait as well. So now, let's just take a gander at what we're up against in here. So let's get this in focus for you. It's just like a bunch of shredded chicken. There's noodles on the bottom. And let's see, cilantro, an onion, and some green onion. So that's all that's going on in here. So, and I'm gonna let this simmer for maybe 10 minutes with just those the edges that are all fat and skin, and that's gonna flavor up that yumminess in there. And then I will plunk the rest of the chicken. Now I'm gonna wash before I even wash. I'm gonna wash before I even touch the screen, so you get to look at the pot for a minute. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. I'll go the rest of that one. I remember I'm a little snowman, short and fat. Here are my buttons, here is my hat. When the sun comes out, I cannot play. That's when I just melt away. That's about 20 seconds, right, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay. I was briefly a preschool teacher, and that was one of the songs that we sang. It's been boiling for about 15 minutes. I forgot my chicken broth at my house, so I put in this guy, because that's what we had here at Brian's. Let's see if it'll get off my face and show you. There you go. I don't know how well it focused, but there you go. And it's starting to smell delightful in here. So, I have busted out some shallots, and I'm just going to give them kind of a rough chop on there. So this was some that we already had in the fridge. So I already had a partial in the fridge. Get them in there, and then I have a new guy in here. Shallots are lovely. I am sad that I didn't get to try shallots until I was in my 30s, I want to say. Early 30s. And, which wasn't really long ago, but still, in your 30s, early 30s, you think that's like a long time to wait to find something so delicious. So, a shallot is like if you took a red onion and you took a garlic and they had a baby. That's what this tastes like. It's so good, and I'm so glad I found it. And it goes well in almost everything. It has a fairly distinctive flavor, so if you don't like something that well, it doesn't stand out, but it's very complimentary. Very, very complimentary to everything I've ever put it in. So, which end was which? Okay. I cut at the root end, save half of it for later. And I'm just doing them kind of a thin chop on these that are, so they make like these little, they almost kind of look like noodles when they're cooked, so that they kind of spread out like that. They smell like heaven. They're so good. And they don't make my eyes water, so I'm not sure what the difference is there, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm sorry, I think that there is a line where you can have too much aromatics in your food, but it's hard to reach that line for me. And luckily Brian feels the same way, so. And sorry if you can hear that, that's the neighbors trying to saw metal in their backyard. I hope that it's safe conditions. Maybe like not over bark dust. Anyway, now I'm all nervous for them. Okay, give that a stir. I'm gonna leave those ugly, fatty, chunky bits in there to keep cooking. We'll probably pick them out and not eat them. I don't know how Brian feels about it. And then we're gonna, always shake your coconut milk. So this is just regular coconut milk. Please do yourself a favor, read the ingredients and only get coconut milk that has 2 ingredients, coconut and water. If it has any other weird ingredients, it's gonna have this gloopy texture. It's gonna have a weird mouthfeel. It won't taste as good. You only need 2 ingredients. So this is one of the brands that I have found that only has 2 ingredients. And then, let's see if I can manage this. Oh, you shake it up because the cream settles out. So one end, whatever end's been up, the cream goes to the top, and if you just open it, it's going to be like a big clump of cream, and then you'll try to like pour it and it'll just blop out, or you have to like cut into it. So just shake it a whole bunch and then open it, then you're good. Oh yeah, honey, I need help opening this can.
I'm your man.
Please and thank you. You're so wonderful. I appreciate you. Also, you really just need more wine. I gave you a perfect excuse to get more wine.
I have to get more wine now.
I'm here for you. How dare you make that look so easy? That's it, mister. You're getting a smooch of this. Oh, that's it! Jerk.
That'll teach ya.
I'm gonna rinse that off because it's all... Better get some wine. Ain't it worth my while bringing you in here, mister? Gotta get you sauced up. Let's do an impression of the obnoxious noise next door. Hopefully I was just staying on the... That reminds me of Dumb and Dumber when they're like, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? I was just saying on the video that I hope that they're not doing that over like bark dust or something.
Oh my god.
We already had enough COVID idiots. We don't need other kinds of idiots as well.
I'm pulling metal shavings out of their feet for all summer long.
Oh, they're puppy pups. Little puppy pups will get metal shavings in their little puppy feet too. Oh no! So, whole can of that in there. Get a spoon to get every last delicious little smidge. Alright. We'll deal with rinsing all that good stuff here in a little bit. Alright, give that a stir. Oh no, it's starting to look and smell delicious in here. I don't know what's going on. And now that, before we put the raw chicken in, don't forget to season at each step, right? So before we put the raw chicken in, let's get, should have saved that spoon. It was kind of tiny anyway, so. Get in there, get a little taste. Remember that it was boiling before you poured that in there so you don't burn your face off. Kind of sweet. Oh, I think I've showed you guys before, but this is the brand of fish sauce that I like. This is its other label. And I get this down at the local Thai Asian market. Let's see if we can get this open. Okay, so this is another thing that's hard to open, but if you have levers and things, you kind of get used to doing it after a bit if your thumbs get weird. Alright, I'm going to be generous with this. So, here's the thing with fish sauce. If you cook it... Oh no, Brian!
You went crazy.
It's pretty strongly flavored. It's pretty salty. Can you turn it down a little bit more, honey?
Yeah.
So, I try to put, I don't put, like I put some as I'm cooking, but then I also put some kind of towards the end because it kind of, when it cooks in, it kind of loses kind of its little salty punch and its umami, fishy yumminess. So I do put it in as I'm cooking. And it's just Brian and I here, so I'm using exactly the same spoon to test this, and he doesn't care. Huh, honey?
Yes.
See. So. Oh my goodness, you guys, I wish this had smell-o-vision for you. Oh. Hand's probably blocking the entire view, isn't it? Ooh. It's harder than the sauce. Yeah, that's good for now. So we've got a good balance between salt, sweet, spicy, and that yummy, savory umami. I'm going to have to add more later, of course, but, which is normal for me, like I just said. Now, there's going to be lime later. So we have sour, sweet, spicy. It's got a creamy mouthfeel because of the coconut milk. I'm trying to think if I need to add anything else while I'm sitting here before I throw that chicken in, but I don't think I do. Let's just roll with it. We'll see what happens. All right, here comes the chicken. Oh, maybe I'll put the thighs in first. Nah, I'll just cook it all at the same time. It'll be fine. Just bloop. I didn't mean to bloop it in there, but go ahead and just bloop it in there. Root. Kind of Tetris and or tessellated in there, however you want to say it. Adult Tetris. And look around and see if there's anything else that's chicken covered. Alright, I can't touch anything again, so I gotta wash before I turn off the camera. What song should I sing this time, honey? It has to be not copyrighted. Let's see. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms play pinochle in. Here's now, they eat your eyes, they eat your nose, they eat the slime between your toes. A big black bug with big red eyes crawls in your head and out your sides. And squish and squash it between some bread, and that's what you eat when you are dead. That should be good.
Good job.
Thanks! Alright, see you in 40. So, we've been letting it do a hard simmer. I've been kind of trying to keep it on a lower simmer. This is just down at like 3.5 on this stove. And I've been adjusting it between 3 and 3.5 to try to keep it like a reasonable simmer / boil. So that chicken stuff should be coming apart. And I gave it a little poke just before this, and it was. And now I'm going to, the flavor's kind of married a lot, and now I'm going to go ahead and start adding, it needs some salt, so I'll actually just start with fish sauce. And we'll see what that tastes like. And then we will add some lime. Tweak the flavors a little bit. It tastes really good. I just had a sip of it, and Brian had a sip. It's missing something though, so I'm pretty sure it's the fish sauce, so I'm going to start with that. So, again with the, ooh, there's still a sip in there. Oh. I think what's weird is that, it's not that it's bad, it's just it has beef and chicken in it, so my brain is having a hard time computing that flavor. But it doesn't taste bad, it's just unusual. So I'm going to use a fair amount in there. And wait and see after a stir. Marry a little bit. Let that settle. It's official. Alright, let's taste it. Oh, I wish you guys could smell in here. It is so good. Oh yeah, that's what it was missing. Now it needs some lime. So it's a little bit spicy from the jalapenos I dropped in there. Not too spicy. I'm going to squeeze some lime and I'm going to turn the heat off. So, if you want, let me know and I'll write all this stuff down so that you can try it yourself. I don't usually write stuff down because I probably should. I am working on a cookbook, but I don't usually write stuff down because I like to cook. I like to just do flavors and make the things and do the stuff. So, I don't know. If you want me to write it down, tell me down below. Alright, so I have some leftover lime from Kim Hong. And so I'm using that first, and I have some that was in the fridge as well. So we'll see what these two wedges do. They're really juicy, so they should be pretty good. It doesn't take much. It just needs to be like an accent. At least that's what I'm going for. If you want to be crazy limey, then get it crazy limey and do your thing. So let's see what that one's like. Stir in there. Oh boy. I cannot wait to eat this. This smells so good. Oh my goodness. Actually. Ooh, a couple drips in my hand, not too hot. A little bit more. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that might just be the right amount. Honey, want to do a final taste test for me? I think I got it all balanced.
You got all balanced.
Yeah, gonna be my guinea pig?
I am a pig. Of the Italian variety.
Italian variety?
What?
McBee's not Italian. You might need a little more lime, but I think it's good, especially if you do a slurp, you can taste the lime. I just want it to be an accent, not like the main flavor.
Oh my God.
Terrible? You never want to eat it?
Oh man, I gotta taste it again. Just to make sure I didn't
Just make sure
screw up the first time.
Ready, set, go?
Two thumbs up.
Put it in our mouths?
Put it in our mouths.
Alright then.
Mouths.
1 sec, we'll dish up. I'm gonna skip noodles, baby. I'm gonna put some of that chicken that came with it in both our bowls here.
Okay. Well, maybe we don't need noodles.
And some sriracha, or sriracha cilantro. Some onion. And we will have another meal out of this with this chicken. I just have to find a way to make it more tender and juicy because it's very dry chicken breast in here. Get them nudes out. There's some nudes in here. More than one container. We have it unsullied nudes in here. So let's go ahead and use these guys. Oh boy. I like a ramen. Thanks, Julian. Alright, let's go ahead and tear this in half. Well, actually, I'm going to give Brian more than I because I've already had enough cards today. So I'm just going to have a little nibble. And then, turn that out. See? Right out. And then I'm going to take these and rinse them. sprouts. Oh, can you see them? There you go. Sprouts. 1 sec. Make sure no pirates are attacking you.
Pirates.
Chicken. Chicken for you. Chicken. Chicken for me. Then soup. You ready for all this?
Yep. Nope. Yep.
Yep. That close. For our noodles.
That's probably enough.
Well, it's not covered in noodles.
That's okay. It's enough.
Okay.
I'll push them down in there.
Push them in there.
Do I need a spoon?
Yeah, you're gonna need a spoon. And I'll use the tasty spoon.
Okay, they're in there. They're in there soaking up the broth.
There we go. Noodles covered. Alright. Let's try this. Brian ran away with his. You don't get to see him try this.
Nope.
Alright.
You already saw me taste it.
I will do final cleanup after I eat this food because I am a hungry girl. So let's see what we got here. Oh, num num. And just going to. This chicken just falls apart here. I'm going to get a fork for the chicken because it's too hot to touch. Even with my asbestos fingers from cooking all the time. What are you thinking in there, Nom Nom Man?
Making nom nom noises.
Oh my goodness, that is so good. Get these noodles all softened up in there. I'm going to wait for that to happen. And I'm going to munch on this chicken a little bit more. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please see the links below for the leftovers challenge. And I would like for you to, if you see this and you're interested and you like to cook, or even if you don't like to cook and it would be fun to watch, or just do pictures, anything. And you can post it around on all your social media and do hashtag, use the hashtag leftovers challenge, and yeah, just give it a swing. And please, if you can donate, do. If you can't, please share this video and possibly share the videos down that I've linked down below, because the videos down below have donate links in them. When you play the video, below the video, you will see a little donate button. You can just go down there and give it a poke. Send some money to some people that maybe don't have a job. Like my sister and brother-in-law both worked for the same restaurant, and they've been unemployed they're not opening for another 4 weeks, I think. So, and that's close to home, but there's thousands and thousands of you guys out there working hard for us. Damn it, I'm not the only one that appreciates it. Thank you so much. Alright guys. Ow.
Put some kibble with in there.
I forgot to bring over the chicken broth for my pantry. All we have over here in Brian's pantry is beef broth. So it's going to be beefy chicken broth. Wee woo! That dog, I tell you what.